A cruiser type was introduced into the Royal Navy in 1877 that replaced the frigate and corvette types of the past. From then on, up until the middle of the 20th century, cruisers were the main workhorses of the British Navy, providing for the wealth of the Empire, protecting its numerous trade routes, and defending the interests of the Crown in different parts of the world. One such tireless workhorse was the ship I want to tell you about. Please welcome Tier 6 Premium Heavy Cruiser, London. The ship was built in 1929, in accordance with the Washington Treaties. Cruiser London was the 11th ship in the history of the Royal Navy to bear her name. A year after her completion, following a naval conference, the ship received the classification of heavy cruiser. No riddle here. The British designed the ship right at the edges of the treaty's limits. Standard displacement, around 10,000 tons. Artillery, 203mm guns. The ship started her service in the Mediterranean. At the end of 1930s, she was upgraded. The look of the ship changed as a result, and both her armor and AA defenses were improved. During the first half of the war, London was involved in escorting Arctic convoys and intercepting German blockade runners in the Atlantic. In 1944, the cruiser was sent to the Far East, where she remained until the end of World War II. In 1949, the ship took part in the Chinese Civil War, and a year later, at which point she had served for exactly 20 years, heavy cruiser London was decommissioned and scrapped. In our game, Cruiser London, as I've mentioned already, is a Tier 6 ship. Battles at that tier, as a rule, allow for accumulating XP and mastering skills. London might well be one of the most suitable tools for these jobs. So, what's this ship capable of? Thanks to her 8 203mm guns, London has a good salvo weight and thus can deal extreme damage, and can cause even more by setting enemy ships ablaze. However, her relatively short firing range of 13.4 kilometers makes it important for the ship to choose her targets and position wisely. The ship is vulnerable out in the open, but a feature of London is that she always carries her own cover on board, taking into account that you'll seldom meet an enemy equipped with radar at Tier 6. Smoke generator provides some very tangible advantages for the cruiser. It's true, my friends, smog above London is a good thing only in our game. One should consider avoiding focused fire from any enemies after the smoke has dissipated, and do think about this before setting a smoke screen, because the ship is quite slow. London is equipped with Repair Party, which enhances the ship's HP pool a little, as well as hydroacoustic search, which will help minimize the number of cases where restoring her HP might be necessary. Her torpedoes might be situation dependent, but they will still prove effective defense if enemies decide to enter the smoke you're in or just start acting aggressively. To help you withstand airborne attacks, the cruiser has a powerful AA defense system, which is quite capable of influencing the decisions of any enemy aircraft carriers that might be thinking about sending their planes at you for a second time. Time to make a conclusion. Heavy Cruiser London is equipped with a powerful artillery and a rich set of consumables, making her perfect for controlling key areas and directions, as well as for guerrilla actions from the cover of smokes and islands. This ship requires you to plan your game and interact with your allies, who will surely support you if you come under heavy fire from several enemies at once. You can improve the cruiser with upgrades for her main armament, maneuverability, aiming system, and propulsion. In other words, you can improve anything related to her main guns and speed characteristics. Be sure to train your commander to gain useful skills. For 10 points, I recommend Priority Target, Adrenaline Rush, Superintendent, and Concealment Expert. For 19 points, it's best to add skills based on your playstyle and needs. We might suggest Expert Loader, Expert Marksman, Demolition Expert, Vigilance, and Last Stand. As a premium ship, London provides her owner increased XP and credit income, but most importantly, entertaining gameplay. I'd like to highlight that you can get Heavy Cruiser London for free after completing the Directives of the British Cruisers Part 2 event. Access to the directives will be provided in Update 0.9.1. The update will also bring royal tokens. These can be exchanged in the armory for credits, expendable camouflages, days of premium account, signals, doubloons, and the new unique historical commander, Andrew Cunningham. A daily challenge, which will bring 10 tokens for every first victory each day, will be available throughout the entire update. Follow the updates, and good luck, captains!